Ти признайся мені, звідки в тебе ті чари, я без тебе всі дні у полоні печалі.
Red Solo Cup, I fill you up. Let's have a party. Let's have a party.
Thursday. Grilling outside Thursday. Already put used up a half a tank of fuel in Vivian, and unfortunately made the fatal mistake of deciding that instead of going above ground, I would go the freeway. Yes, yeah, that's such a nice set of stairs. Decided that I just take the freeway home, and I was already enjoying that thing called acceleration as I rounded the curve to hit the on-ramp for the freeway, when all I saw was brake lights and cars all the way back there, and cars as far as I could see, and I said, fuck. What are we looking at? Well, you already know from the title, but it's a shocker to me. Just kidding. Bahama Mama from Pirate Waterless. Canadian Pirates. Hey! It's another one that's at least worth trying. I have no idea what a Bahama Mama is. I also made sure that, just in case Chuck is lying, because Chuck can't stop me. Actually, all day at work resulted in I went, hey, should I call my manicurist over to take care of this? I said, fuck it. Oh, just about to the happy land. Okay, well, let's ask. Hey Google, what's in a Bahama Mama?
I found 7 on the website bakingbeauty.net. Ingredients: 2 ounces orange juice, 1 ounce pineapple juice, 1 ounce dark rum, 1/2 ounce coconut rum, 1/2 ounce lime juice freshly squeezed, 1 splash grenadine to taste, and finally, pineapple and maraschino cherries if desired for garnish.
Thanks, you hooker.
No worries, I'm here to help.
Sharky, if this was a road map, imagine yourself right here. Okay, it's I smell the coconut rum. It almost has a cherry smell versus an orange smell, but we know that this is natural orange juice. Cheers. Okay, so some orange pop, coconut rum taste. It's a malt beverage, so Lord knows what that all is. Pineapple juice. Hey, at least when I stop drinking this one, it doesn't taste like plastic scientific experiment. Okay, this is going to be 42 minutes or less. Okay, it's nice, and I actually have to cook on the grill, so we can't screw around on this one. Smile Money says first being first. Cobra says second. Then Smile Money says, no, you went over an hour. You just underestimated your pent-up demand for ranting. Okay, no rants today. No matter what you say, Smile Money. Bad says, Captain needs a soapbox. And then Smile Money says back to him, if an older white male would stand in the street saying the stuff Eric says on YouTube, what are the odds of him being arrested for hate speech, especially in West Duluth? Well, see, that's the thing. Everything now is hate speech. And don't forget, everything is racist, which naturally means nothing is racist. At least I don't give a fuck, because the most racist people that I know, seen, and have heard from have one thing in common. They're all wishing for reparations and saying that Whitey is racist. So, anybody's interested? I stole a firearm from David J. fucking Brown today, and I mean, it's not like he can say that I took it. I mean, I put this on all of my firearms. So this is a Metro Arms. A friend of his built this as I think it was part of a gunsmithing class. I know David. Have you seen an idiot scratch that started at the lower trigger guard and went all? No, I'm sorry. I'm not complaining. This one is okay, maybe I am complaining. This one is in my custody because a whittle. Oh, it's got a yiddle guide rod in it. This one is another one that the other one that's going to go visit Pete at Armor Guard Holsters, and it is going to get the slide dipped. And so my mission, if I chew, oh, it's so cute. Her nipples are bigger. My mission is to disassemble the slide. It's a funny thing. This is why it takes David weeks after we go to the range to get all the firearms clean. I mean, if anybody is selling a firearm and needs David to clean it for you so that you can get your top dollar, he's the guy. Okay, so let me see how this one goes. I put anything into the firing pin hole, and voila, I am now in possession of that. This is a Series 70. Ooh, it's a real Series 70. There is like 0. There is no. This is one of those ones where if you dropped it on the ground, it probably would go off. Yeah, there's no firing pin safety of any kind on this. By this point, I had truly said fuck it about 98 times with the Taurus. The Taurus, this, that you just watched me, if you don't know anything about a 1911, this guy slides up in a track right there, and it meets down there. This one, like all of them, fall out. The one in the PT 1911, I wouldn't even been able to do that with. Oh my God, I don't even know how I'd get this one apart if it acted like that one. See, you can't see the top of that part because the frame and the Novak style sight is in the way. On the one for the PT, I'm thinking I might just put it on the grinder and try not the grinder, some sandpaper, and try to smooth this off. I hit right there so fucking hard with a regular hammer, not my normal little gunsmithing hammer. I had to hit this with a nail set and a hammer as hard as I possibly could to get this to do that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to take a few runs down this piece with a file or something when I try to put it back together. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. At one point in time, I thought I was gonna have to call its owner and say, "Hey, here's the deal. you need a new Taurus 1911 because this one's fucked up. Then I had to hit the front sight as hard as I could, and I hope, David, I really hope this one isn't a struggle, because I don't know, I really should invest in a sight pusher specifically designed for real guns and not Glocks, because this universal one that I was bitching about, oh man, complain about Matt screwing up my mat. See what I did right there? What was I? Oh, this thing. I figured I had nothing to lose on the Taurus, so I put the sight in here, and I lowered it to where the sight pusher would actually do something. I don't even know how this one would even. Oh, sorry. Something. These little side wingies. In the process of turning this, because it has to. You have to get this. This really looked like it was gonna be its game, be some kind of cool shit, but it's a piece of fucking shit. It. Wow. Okay. Evidently, this is just like strictly made to work. Even though it says universal, mysteriously, this handle is for the front sight of a Glock. Yeah, I tried locking the slide on the PT down with these little side wings, and as I was turning it like this to turn the sight off, this is what I saw. Just a fucking useless piece of shit. You know the best thing for this? DFC podium. I think I'll say that he's saying bitches. He's second. Zeus, does it mix? Hell yeah, brother. Then he says, Diddy. Then Scourge says, don't hassle the E. Salty says, nakedness is the potato chops. You can't have just one. I'm sure that's supposed to. Mr. 27 says, chop potatoes. Yeah, I'm wondering too. Smile Money. See, you do get smarter when Matt is not in the basement. He is like a brain power vacuum. I do not have either of those here at home. They're at work. Do you need me to bring them home for the weekend? ? My little Sammy Poo is starting to work on her house. You know what I love about Sam? Sam goes, how do you... Oh, sorry. I have to save this one. How do you... And then ask the question. I answer it. And then I say, do you need me to come over and do that for you? No, I want to do it myself. I was just wondering how to do it. Okay. Smile Money. To Smile Money, Hector. I heard Matt was arrested last night for post. Was it supposed to be prostitution? An undercover cop who was pretending to be a transgender midget. Smile Money says to him, well, at least he didn't make the officer a proposition. And then Hector laughs. Smile Money. The bug out bag is awesome. It probably is illegal in 5 out of 10 states. Probably. Cobra says, looks heavy. May need to set up luggage wheels and grab a handle on it. Oops. Well, honestly, it's not bad. I mean, actually, it's down. I mean, I haven't put it on a scale. I don't know if, I don't think the scale that I was sent would work for it, but if I was to merely take a guess, it's, I don't know. I mean, it's not any heavy. I tell you what, it's definitely lighter than the my range bag that I had the 10mm pistols in last time. I mean what? And I do put it on this side because one of the problems that I think I have with my back is my entire career of doing anything, carrying bundles of hardwood flooring, carrying sprinkler pipe, carrying a single bucket. Everything was always on this side, and so I try to do more on this side. I mean, one of those, use it as an exercise equipment, you guys. I don't know. Feels like it weighs about the same as the BMG 50 did, so 15, 18 pounds. That's, I don't know. I mean, would I want to run a marathon with it? No. But now, if you want to imagine what it was like when I was first done prepping it, I think I had 500 rounds of loaded 5.56, and I had every 5.7 mag loaded in there. It was like, I was always worried that when I had it on my shoulder, the shoulder strap, that it would like snap the thing off. Okay, Eric, remember, because if I don't remember for tomorrow, hey, Hector, do me a favor. Seems how you get a hold of me anyway. Somewhere around any time after 7 a.m., just text me and remind me to bring the tools home, the stuff that Sam asked for. Okay, come on. And is that fucking revolver real? Question mark. You gotta make that up. A Glock revolver. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Smart Money. This is a different Eric. This is a different Eric from the other day, discussing the issue of spending the day at the fair. Blink 3 times if you feel your life is in danger. That is funny. But, you know, okay, so here's the deal. I could spend the day riding all over the place with Vivian and enjoying myself, and then coming home and maybe having a Bloody Mary or a few beers and sit in the backyard and smoke a cigar and just do whatever the hell I want. And now I can go to Meadowlands, Minnesota. Hey Google, what's the population of Meadowlands, Minnesota?
In 2021, the population of Meadowlands was 131.
Fuck yeah.
Fouquier is on 7100 Biscayne Boulevard in Miami. It's 1,587 miles away and is rated 4.2 stars.
God, that's awesome. Hey Google, what's the population of fuck it, United States?
My apologies, I don't understand.
Fuckistan. Cobra says J7. J7 is a miss. Bad? Greens, Captain. If you're trading this, you survived hump. If you're reading this, you survived hump day and are a day closer to the weekend. Congratulations. Such achievements deserve a beer and a shot of bamboo. That sounds like a good idea. Then he says, is there anything that can't be fixed with more vodka? I mean, no. I'm pretty sure no. Then he says, I think you could hide a body in that bug-out bag. Well, evidently Matt's date from the other night. Bamboo! Gonna have to go pick up some more of this before Sharky gets here in 2 years. I don't want to get too crazy though. I gotta leave room for dinner. Bloody Marys. Actually, I'm cooking Aloha skewers. Don't know what's in there. I tell you though, one of the best brats that I've had from Superior Meats was called the Firecracker. It was so freaking good. Fresh hoagie bun, slathered in Satan mustard, with thick slices of jalapeno straight from the garden. You know, Hector, what I'm talking about. One of your favorite pastimes. And tonight it's Aloha chicken skewers on salad. Bad? You know, someone else that I've known for a long time and have had the utmost respect for, to sit on your property after riding my bike there, after I stopped 762 times to get there, and to have a few, well, since how I know you're a fan, a few homemade Bloody Marys, that would be awesome. After all the rest of those assholes that I know that I passed up on my way to your house, fuck them. Bamboo. There's gots to be. I gotta try this in pineapple juice. Crushed ice. And in case Matt gets this one. Bamboo! It's my money. We purchased our home for $122,000. The neighbor's house sold for $420,000. The same house basically this year. Woo! Now, we paid much more than $120,000. Mortgage interest started at 6%. We refinanced less than 4%. Then the real estate agent will want 6% to sell and 2% transfer tax. Usually the seller pays half. That doesn't include upgrades for the past 30 years. I'm not moving, so it will hopefully be sold or given to my heirs. Yeah, but you can't give anything these days. What a bunch of shit. You know, doesn't it prove endlessly about how you don't own anything? The government owns everything. All you're doing is renting it. And I've made this comment, for what I pay in a house payment compared, I wasn't kidding. Matt is giving his grandma only a hair less than what my house payment is. Granted, we had money down on it and blah, 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 but I'm just saying, for what I pay for our house payment, I know it sounds like a loser move, but if I just right now decided just walk away, whatever, my world turned upside down and I had no money and my prostituting myself out just wasn't working out anymore for whatever reason. People are walking away from apartments that are paying a lot more than me. This market is so stupid right now. But hell yeah, right now, if the world turns upside down, I might as well live in a cardboard box and sell this place, because I know we could almost double our money for what things are selling for. Idiotic. Your house? Holy shit! Look at. Okay, I wasn't done reading because I see there's a read more button. But you basically, by now I'm assuming that your house is. I don't know if your house is paid off or not, but. The problem is unless you already have an option, like you're just going to go move up to your cabin because you're retired. Like Christine says, if we had a house out on Whiteface or somewhere around where the shack is, if we had a house where the shack is, I'd want it to be on water. Christine's dad originally had a house not far from where the shack is on a lake. And Christine goes, it was beautiful, but imagine that trip every single day, especially for the winter for us. Places out there. It could have been, in some of those areas up there, you could get a couple feet of snow overnight. It's just crazy. But everything would change if, you're retired and there's the only time you're going anywhere is because it's when you want to go somewhere. That doesn't include the upgrades for the past 30 years. I'm not moving, so will hopefully be sold or given to my heirs. Well, unless I end up in a nursing home and the government takes it to pay for our care. See that? That's another thing, and one of you is going to hear me say this and go, yeah, that's my life. Let's just say that my grandma and grandpa say that when they pass away, they intend on giving me their house. I'm just making this all up because my grandparents on both sides are gone, but let's just say that that's the case, and I'm like, okay, thanks, grandma and grandpa. Well, if something happens to grandpa, and now it's just grandma, and then grandma has to go into a nursing home, the state is going to just seize your shit, because now they're going to, that house is going to be needed to pay for your end of days living expenses. And the whole, like right now, let's just say, fuck the government, I'm just going to give the house to Sam. Oh, contrary, it doesn't work like that. What a bunch of shit. Again, that just goes back to, you don't own anything. You don't own a thing. Prove me wrong. I'm sure our founding fathers by this point in time would be rolling in their graves to know that all the stuff that they set forth. I mean, to be able to have that land, to homestead that land, and that's your land. And now the government basically says, well, no, in the event that you purchase it, you have to pay taxes. Then you have to pay taxes on your mortgage, and your taxes on taxes, and taxes on this, and taxes on that. And then in the event that you die, then there's taxes on everything else. So all the money that you already paid taxes on, someone else is going to have to pay taxes on it all over again. Just a nuke 'em. Just nuke them from space just to make sure. Do I like technology? Hell yeah. Would I like to go back to living in simpler times? Hey, you just broke into my barn and stole a horse? Boom! They're going to throw me a parade. Okay, sub-comments from Cobra. Housing is high nowadays. And then he says back to Cobra, inflation and interest rates as well. Bidenomics. Greatest economy ever. Right, baby? I mean, just think of all the taxes she paid for the leather. Because, I mean, the leather was by the inch. Cobra, you said people use JP rifles to hunt feral sheep from a helicopter. Was that a political slip, or did you mean feral hogs? I thought it was sheep. I don't think it was hogs. It has probably been removed from... Maybe it was hogs. I don't know. I see hunting sheep from a helicopter, but I see hunting feral hogs from a helicopter. I don't know if I added JP rifles in here would make any difference. Yeah, I don't know, Cobra. It might have been hogs, but I don't remember them. I know that I've seen a lot of feral hog hunting, but yeah, I don't know. I'll just go with you are right and I'm wrong because I'm married, so I'm really used to that. Bad. An axe can be a medical instrument. Never know if you might have to amputate something. I mean, after all, it's an axe. I don't mind, doing someone else, but, there was a story about a hiker heading up into, I don't know if it was one of the ones that went up to the top of the Himalaya or something like that, but there was a shift. And he ended up getting his arm trapped in ice and had to use his Leatherman bone saw. It says bone saw. I use mine as a drywall saw. The exact same saw that was on my Victorinox, I had used for almost a decade for drywall. And the thing was still eerie sharp. But yeah, this dude amputated his own arm and then walked out of there. I wonder if he brought it with. Oh, that's right, it was stuck in the ice. Never mind. Okay. Yes, I know my soul is gone, but oh well. Cobra Shit Hits fan question. What body armor do you bug out with? Hector says level 3 advanced shooters, cut AR 500 plate. Cobra, at this moment in time, and I cannot see, I didn't see your comment, so I could go get it. But Cobra himself gave me body armor, front and back plate. It sits upstairs normally right next to Alice. So if something happens, I'm throwing that on, and I'm grabbing Alice, and I'm getting the hell out of the house. If now I did not have the body armor from Cobra when all the shit was going down, but right now I would put the body armor in my truck, and if I needed it, especially in a get home situation, that was the LA. See, Cobra, you can plainly see that this particular one, I did not see the question. LA Gear, LA Tactical. Yeah. Cobra gave me a really nice set, and that's what I have. And if something happens, and mainly what really makes it really, really good is I have Christine go first, and then I follow her. Yes. Rich Huff says, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Cold-hearted bastard, 2 thumbs up and 2 shots. McLean, Eric, forecast shows high possibility of spood showers on your forehead around midnight. McLean, Eric, beware of the Flying Dutchman. McLean, have you been watching 1883, the Yellowstone prequel? No, I have not. I watch Elementary, and Christine also is watching Law and Order, Criminal Intent. And we are restarted because it's been about 4 years. We're watching Lie to Me. Awesome show. And I found a show that popped up on recommended. So we decided to check out an episode and ended up watching 3 last night. Can't remember the name of the show. But the premise is technology to be able to get into the memory of a dead person. You only have like 48 or 72 hours after they die to be able to still hack into their brain and to basically solve crime. Not Shifters. It was something with an S. It's on Hulu. Started watching that. I thought that was really good. It originally came out in 2015, and there was 3 years of it, so it ran from 15 to 18. Started watching that. We had been watching Yellowstone, and wasn't that we got? I don't know. Yes, I don't know originally what happened that we. That looks unless that's a really good dye job. That's au naturel, and I see freckles. Like 2 big ones. Yeah, no, I've heard a lot of good things about that. The problem is everybody has a recommendation, and it's only like so much time sometimes. McLean, who's down with PDP? Yeah, you know me. Hey, if someone wants to send me a Walther PDP to review, I'll be happy to review it for 10, 15 years. Thoroughly vet it. Cheap old gun guy. We will fail when we fail to.
Joe Biden! Joe Biden! Joe Biden!
Personally, and again, I have carried so many things, if I thought that there's no way that I would ever truly fall in love with this, but I want the opportunity to carry it a little bit, I would either use it as a work carry, depending on what the value of the firearm is, and then there's the things that I carry because I want to, but I know I would never carry it at work. Like the old Smiths. It's like if I won the lottery, I'm serious. I would go in search of another 1066, and I would make it my my daily carry. There's just something about that gun I absolutely love. The downside is that gun does not have a rail. So, is it possible to convert a 1006 to a 10 millimeter? Because that has a rail. Or no, not 1006, a 4006, like Ed's gun, over to a 10 millimeter, because that again has the rail. But I have to say that one of the guns that I started off as carrying a little bit now and then, not at work because they're a little pricier, was that stupid HK, the VP9. And the more I shot it, the more I carried it, and that ended up being switching into my work rotation. And now I'm basically in a market scenario to get another one. The one that started off as being research and development. I find that anything that I have gotten my hands on has fallen short of beating the expectations of what I think of it compared to the HK. That HK, it feels perfect in my hand. I mean, if I had a magic wand, which I obviously don't, I'm Irish, I would actually do like tritium night sights for it instead of the ones that are on it. The ones that are on it are pretty wicked, but you still have to nuke it with a flashlight, and if you hit that thing with a flashlight at 9 o'clock at night, and I lay it on the side stand, the thing it's still visibly glowing at like midnight, but it's not a tritium. It's not tritium. And I'm not even sure what sights the HK uses. I've never done the research on it, but that would be maybe the one smile money upgrade that I would yes. The answer is yes. The one smile money upgrade that I would possibly do to the HK. Otherwise, everything else is already set up about it. Ambi controls, just way more accurate than me, but even makes me look good. But it's to find something that would replace that. I originally thought that it was a waste that I had the PDQ, Walther PDQ, in that I wasn't carrying that. I don't have a holster that works for it. It does not have night sights on it. It does have a threaded barrel, but it doesn't have night sights on it, and it doesn't get brought out to shoot. I can't even remember the last time that. Right, that hard. Can't even remember the last time I even brought that out to even shoot it. But I just after shooting J-Dog's PDP, that's just a possible contender. But again, I wouldn't want to buy one and then go, no, it just doesn't fit. Some things you just find that just click with you. I mean, I'm not saying that if you went and bought a Walther or the Walther that would be the end all to end all. I don't even know if it would be for me. I don't know if I suggested it, and you went out and bought an HK if it would be the end-all to end-alls. But the HKs are just well thought out firearms, all right from the beginning. I have I don't even know where the hell I even put it in here. Christine's baby. Is it bad when you have no? Okay, there it is. I put it next to her. Smith & Wesson 10mm, a gun that, as of yet, I still haven't fired. You know, see, I'm not a person that has a problem with a striker-fired gun, and so that means I have no problems. Versus Christine's. She gets the P30 versus the VP is hammer fired. Of course, if you right now you put a live round in it, you could just hit the decocker and drops the hammer hopefully without firing the gun. Hey, we could test that though. Woo! That was good. Either way, you can see a little sliver of "go fuck yourself" in there. But these guns are, except for the hammer, one's hammer fired and one's striker fired. They're virtually identical. The one thing that this doesn't get that I also really like on the VP is it has the little subtle paddles back here to make it, if it was raining and oily or whatever, gives you those little wings as for cocking it. Front serrations, again, I don't understand why everybody that makes a pistol doesn't put front cocking serrations on it. These guns are just the side panel, back straps, the front. It literally feels like you heated up the plastic, put it in your hand, and went, there you go, made for me. Like I said, ambi controls. Again, about the only thing that I would probably sure, why not? That I would do is maybe put, actual. I mean, you can see how these glow, and again, these will be glowing in hours from now, but they still need to be rejuvenated. I mean, if you're going to be out night carrying, I mean, do you honestly think about pulling out your carry gun, sticking your flashlight under it to power it up a little bit? I mean, here we are mere seconds later, and it's already lost some of it. But they're just fantastic guns with an outstanding reputation. Hector, Eric Hasselhoff, laugh out loud. Yeah. I have never been attracted to David Hasselhoff, and the only thing I never liked him that I ever liked him in was Knight Rider. And SpongeBob the movie. Wade, I'm grateful for how much we know about how corrupt the federal government has shown itself to be. Most of my friends and family already knew. The only way I think is term limits for everyone, including federal employees, aka the deep state. Well, that's the problem, Wade. We both know that the only way to get these pieces of shit out is term limits. Problem is, they have to vote for term limits, and it never passes mysteriously. Jolson, we need cowbell. Hector gives one big thumbs down, then laugh out loud. Tom, land and house prices are high in Kansas. I think they're pretty much high everywhere, especially at Matt's house. Hector says, I ate. I ate is a big misdemeanor. Oof, the race is now on. Steven, I really wanted to try and make my handguard review positive, but when I have to act like I spent my $160 on it before tax and shipping, it really just ticked me off. Call it a free float in the title listing, but it's nothing like free float. I roasted them and didn't care. I have dealt with the same rep for a couple of years. Hope he isn't too angry, but I'm being honest, which is more important to me. Amen to that.
You know why? Because here's how I feel. You say good things about a piece of shit, but you're not happy with it, but you say it because, oh, they gave it to you, and you want them to give you some more stuff, and then some poor bastard spends $160 on a fucking turd? I could never do that. Shit. Fucking Such says all this shit about these Wilson Combat 10mm mags. I mean, Wilson Combat, first of all, you'd think they'd be good. No. The Wilson Combat 10mm mags look like fucking, like they came out of one of those crane games where you pay your money and try to win some shit. The Matt from next door. 50 rounds a box at $40. That's $120 or plus tax for 150 rounds. May as well say $1 a round. It's pretty much what 10mm is running. Mr. 27 says 46th. Clyde says whiskey and revolution for all. When tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. Sharky, cheers all. JP on deck. No guests. Here we go. Then he says, SH. Let's see if this SH comment makes it. That's a nice girl. Mm-hmm. And Mike on the Caramel Apple Fandango. Beer sounds good. Cheers. Nothing like pool in a cold ass bar. That's it. Okay. Bahama Mama from Pirate Water. Arg. I gave Sex on the Beach a 5. I would give the Bahama Mama a 7. Now, we're not in the full-on E scale. We're in the mystery water stuff. You know, non-beer. But this one, I like this one, obviously. From the score, I like this one more than, I'm going to put this one here right next to the other one. So, I've never seen this shit before, but I just felt it was going to be a worst case scenario. That one's a little better. That means there's 2 to go in here somewhere.
Yeah, fuck you too. First in is Smile Money saying, cheers, clubbers. I have a meeting tonight. I hope Matt's working. Is he at least foreman at the company yet? Supervisor. And I don't think yet, but I guess they're offering it to him. Agent Mr. Cat in the club again, I think. That means Hector got fucked. Mike says cheers. Hector, I don't know if you can see the display, but I did not read your comment, and I'm hitting the refresh. So watch what happens. No comments found. Hector was in the club. I just want to say that, and fuck you, WokeTube. What is your problem? I mean, is this like you have to have a black person on your staff, or you're a racist company? I mean, do you have a certain amount of comments that you have to delete? Because why? Sharky's SH comment got lost?
lost is a, this is a politically nice way of saying fucked. And now Hector, like what? Oh shit! It wasn't 42 minutes. This is not going to be an hour. We're out of here. But Hector was in the club, and I know it. So, cheers. See you tomorrow.